Are you in the market for an airline approved power chair and you weigh up to 440 pounds? Well, this might be a solution for you. Hey guys, I'm Alex from Marcs Mobility. In this video, we're going to go over the Majestic 440 HD by ComfyGO. The Majestic 440 HD does have a 440 pound weight capacity. Before I get too far into that, I do want to mention that the overall width in between the armrests is about 20.5 inches and the seat cushion is 20 inches in width as well. There's not going to be any adjustability on the arm, so although it's rated for 440 pounds, you do have to understand that you are only going to have about 20.5 inches distance in between the armrests. Now this unit is going to be an airline approved unit with the travel battery. You are able to get a full-size battery, which is going to get you farther distance, but the standard battery, the 12 amp battery, is going to be airline approved. That's going to get you somewhere in that 12 or so mile drive range. If you do have the full-size battery, they say you can get up to 25 mile distance drive range, but once again, that's going to depend on the user's weight, the terrain, and the way they drive their chair. The reason why I say that is because it's just like driving in the city or you're driving on the interstate with your car. Obviously, your mileage is going to fluctuate based on how much you're stopping and going or how much you're overall cruising. Top end speed is going to be about 4 miles an hour on this unit, and it is going to come with dual 250 watt brushless motors in the back, so it is going to have some stronger motors. But this unit is going to be a little bit heavier, but what might make this a little bit interesting to you guys on the market is it is going to be a little bit cheaper price point than some of the other HD models that are going to be lighter weight. So this unit with the travel battery inside the unit is going to be about 61.5 pounds. With the airline approved battery, it's going to be about 68.5 pounds. Yes, you can remove the battery. I'll show you that here in a little bit. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do, but it is able to come out of the back of the unit. But once again, you are still going to be at 61.5 pounds. So somebody would have to either be a stronger individual, or we do sell kind of telescoping type ramps that extend out, that are 4 feet, extend out to about 7 feet. Sometimes you might be able to utilize something like that to be able to get this in the back of your vehicle, as long as you don't have a deep wheel well and it's more of a flat kind of SUV type surface. Now on the unit itself, you are going to have about 12-inch solid tires in the back and about 7-inch solid tires in the front. I did mention to you earlier that the seat was going to be about 20 inches in width by about 19 inches in depth. Now armrests do flip up. You have a red button on either side, so you are able to flip the armrests up. That's going to almost clear, but you are still going to have a little obstruction if you're using a slide board, so make sure you want to sit a little bit more forward on your seat. But the joystick can be mounted on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, either or. So now currently on the market, this chair is only going to come in the black standard cushion. I do believe they are looking at exploring just kind of like they have on some of their other ComfyGO lines, where they have different color cushions as well. But I do believe that's going to be in the future. So right now it is just going to be the black, just like what you are seeing here. So footplate, if you've seen some of the other ComfyGOs before, they might have had some adjustment on the HD. They tried to make this a little bit stronger. So all you're going to have is one hole of height adjustment, but you're not going to have any depth adjustment on this chair. Overall size of the footplate is going to be about 12 inches in width by about 8 inches in depth. So I'm going to sit on this here towards the end of the video and show you a driving demonstration. And I wear a size 12 shoe just so you can kind of get a reference of what I look like sitting on this particular chair. I do want to mention that down below in the description, we will have a link to this product. And if you do have any questions on this, or you have one of these products or something else you might want to see in our videos, go ahead and leave us a comment below and we'll try to accommodate those requests. Now, honestly, what makes this unit nice is going to be the folding ability. So here in the back of the unit, I'm going to turn this unit around. You are going to be able to fold this unit up to be able to transport this unit. So you are going to have a tab right here. If you lift this tab up, you then are able to lower the power chair down to the ground. All right, so now once the unit is folded down on the ground, you can see here in the back of the unit, you are going to have a little bit of some shock absorbers in the back. Your battery is actually located up underneath here in the back of the unit, but you do have to, I believe it looks like, no, I think you still can. You can remove it when it is folded, but you do have to take the tab off or the plug off that goes to your battery, and then you're going to have a little button over on the side. Once you push that button, you are able to do it with one hand. It's just probably going to be easier to do with two hands. This particular battery that we got here for the video is the full-size battery, but they do make an airline approved battery as well. This battery says it's 624 watt hours, so obviously significantly over that 300 watt hours of what you're going to need to be able to fly on an airplane. Once again, you're gonna have to kind of line that up. Sometimes it's gonna be a little bit harder if you're not being able to visually get down there and look at it from a certain angle, because you do have right here tracks underneath the bottom of the battery, and they do have to slide into this track port. So once again, you can see even me here without being able to visually have visual line of sight on the battery. It is going to be a little bit harder to do to be able to get your battery in. So now once your unit is folded, you are able to take the footplate and pivot and stand it up. It does roll around on the tip wheels, but once again, this is gonna be, because it's the full size battery, this is probably gonna be a little over 70 pounds. So it is gonna be a heavier unit to lift. Yes, you can lift from the footplate and you can lift from the backrest, but once again, take the battery out, you're 61.5 pounds. To unfold the unit, you can basically let gravity do its thing. Once it begins to fold or unfold and you hold the backrest, you are able to then just basically unlatch it kind of like a stroller until you hear it click. Now, what makes ComfyGO unique is their wireless remote. So if you haven't seen any ComfyGO products before, they do come with a wireless remote pre-programmed to the chair, and then you're able to drive the chair from the remote. So you can still do the functions. You can do your horn. You can turn the speeds up and down. And then you're obviously able to drive the chair. Now, once again, with all ComfyGO products, you're not able to turn the chair on from the wireless remote. You do have to have the chair on, and then you have to hold the green button down for about 4 or 5 seconds for it to turn on and pair. But this is going to be a nice, if you did want somebody else to be able to drive the chair around, you had almost like an attendant control, but now you can think you can stand next to the individual and walk next to them. We've tested some of the ComfyGO products before, and it was about 60 yards of total distance this chair could drive before it lost the wireless connection on the unit. But once again, it's going to be used for caregivers, individuals that have a hard time extending their hand out. They can kind of keep this in their lap. There's been small cases before where somebody didn't have hands and they drove it with their toes. So there are going to be a few different uses you can use this, but this is going to come standard where most all other brands are going to charge you extra for the wireless remote. Now, the overall width on this, or turning radius on this, is going to be about 47 inches of a turning radius. I'm going to get my tape measure back out and kind of give you a few more measurements of overall width and overall length. So the overall width looks like it's going to be about the armrest, and the wheels look like they're about the same. I'm getting a little about 25.25 at the armrests. Yeah, so your armrests are going to be your wider point at about 25.25 inches. Overall length of the unit is going to be depending on if your footplate is up or not, and if you're driving in a forward position, your wheels are going to be turned in this direction. Overall length of the unit, I'm getting about 31 inches of overall length. And then what other people like to know too is top of the seat to the ground is about 20 inches from the top of the seat to the ground. Now, once again, that joystick can be moved either onto the right or the left-hand side, and it is going to come with these small little storage pouches on either side as well. And then with the unit, obviously, you're going to get your owner's manual and your charger. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this outside, do a little driving demonstration on this unit. So if you would, go ahead and follow us out there. All right, so here we are driving that ComfyGO 440 HD outside. Here on the joystick itself, it looked like I was getting, let me just look here and see. So this honestly looks like this is the first one, and I'll check with ComfyGO to see. A lot of times you could override the Bluetooth with the joystick itself. This one did not seem to override the joystick. Once this Bluetooth was on the wireless remote, it did not allow me to drive it through the joystick. So interesting, most of them were in a certain way where you did have to, you could do both at the same time. Maybe it's a safety feature that they said once this is on, you cannot use the joystick. I do kind of like that because I did feel like, hey, if you are using this in attendant control and you had somebody else in the chair, they could, and you didn't want them to navigate it, they could still override it. Overall speed, I'm getting about 3.8. You know, they say 4 miles an hour. I was getting about 3.8, so maybe you will get closer to 4, but 3.8 might be a more realistic overall top end speed. It does accelerate pretty well. It is relatively comfortable due to the wider seat on this unit. Only thing I might be able to mention is, you know, obviously if you're a larger set person, I'm 6 foot tall, 210 pounds, and I wear a size 12 shoe, so my feet do fit on this footplate, but typically your legs are going to want to kind of go outwards. And then I do kind of feel like this right here on the side might rub a little bit into your legs. So if you are purchasing one of these chairs, you might want to put a little bit of rubber or something here on the sides, just because most people are going to sit kind of like this with their knees kind of expanded out. But overall, the maneuverability of the chair is nice. The comfort of the chair is nice. Now ComfyGOs do stop a little bit slower than other chairs, so just be aware if you've had another chair and you're going full speed and you let go of the joystick, you are going to roll maybe a foot or two, so maybe just a hair farther than what you might have rolled on other chairs. What you can kind of do to counter that is if you're going to stop and you pull back on the reverse, it will almost start to go in reverse before it's fully stopped, so kind of revert those motors backwards, make you stop a little bit quicker. Once again, tight turning radius, good overall comfort. I'm gonna go ahead and drive it over here in the grass just to see how it kind of performs over there. So go ahead and follow me over there. All right, so now we're gonna drive it over here in the grass and kind of see how it performs. Obviously this is compact grass, so this is looking more like a soccer field, baseball field. I do want to mention to you as well, if you do want to call us and ask, I believe there's a way to make the speed go a little bit quicker on this unit as well by holding down the up speed and then the down speed at the same time for 5 or 6 seconds. A different screen will pop up, but you can see that this unit does navigate pretty well on these types of terrains. Just like anything, if you come to a stop and you go to make that turn, you're not going to have a lot of power, so it's going to be a little bit better if you're doing a little bit more of a forward motion while trying to drive the chair. But this is going to be a little bit better price point than some of the other HD models on the market. So if you are looking at one of these, give us a call or look down in the description below for the link, and we'll have pricing and more information on this unit.
Hi, I'm Marc.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marcs Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.